can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete, got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet, independent, many so can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B, look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now Lawrence on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go,
Play action. It's Lawrence. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinating. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Here's Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Ready.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. The kicker here is complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now Stroud. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Texans at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
3rd and 12. Play action. Stroud now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Texans nothing.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Hey, run!
They go play action with Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Yeah, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass.
Lawrence hit him, the ball is free. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Dragon 60.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And they're going option play on 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. Here's 3rd and a few inches. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 13-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Ready.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Ready up. Ready, ready.
And Stroud now to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got locked.
Taking it right down Broadway. Now inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 14-0.
The score, Steelers 14, Texans nothing.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence finding Harris over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Here's Stroud. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Stroud will look to throw once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
19.
3rd and 1, Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Got it. Ready?
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He certainly did his best to find something on that road, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
On third down, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Bryant. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A short one there to Fryermuth. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. That is caught, and he is going to have the Steelers first down as they'll wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it'll give the Steelers a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite... they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And in for the Steelers touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Texans 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed. Guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Lawrence will throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Gardner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Harris, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Drop 60, drop 60. Buffalo 18.
Now Stroud. And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
An audible here to get a new look.
79 Broncos. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Dallas Goedert, 47 yards. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught downfield by Pickens. He's to the 15. Touchdown! George Pickens, 75 yards. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make it. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He's in a groove right now. 2 sacks last week. Also got AFC Defensive Player of the Week for that effort. Another sack right there. He just innately understands how to get to the quarterback. He's going to be blocked differently each and every time. He knows how to counter, how to adjust, and how to get home, as they like to say. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well. Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them? Steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away. That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Brian Burns getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Texans here on third down putting an extra defender in the secondary. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Stroud now on first and 10. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Stroud sets up the play action. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Stroud's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Stroud looking to throw.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Next to score, Steelers 38, Texans 28.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
He finds his man complete. It's Bryant. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here's Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.